Good morning, Carol. I was a little bit worried there for a second because I had a little message saying one of my streaming platforms is having connection difficulties, and so I wasn't sure what was happening at the other end for people. Maybe it's the YouTube connection, I'm not sure. We'll find out. How are you this morning anyway? I hope you're well. We'll just wait a few minutes for other people to arrive. So just make yourself as comfortable as possible. Just get what you need to be comfortable and warm. Got a couple of minutes, so you could get a drink, whatever it is that you need. I just wonder how everybody is this morning. It's all quite difficult times, isn't it? And constantly adapting to different regulations and plans, no doubt, over the Christmas periods. Morning, Panda. How are you? One thing I've found really helpful, just to get that sense of connection with not being able to actually meet up with people, is the BuddhistCentre.com has different things you can connect into, and one of them is live on Zoom every day at 5:30 until 6:30 or thereabouts, is different people reading Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, which is lovely. Just to all be on Zoom together, and you can kind of just curl up and relax. And for the last 2 days, it's been an order member called Lalita Vera, who I've not met before, but his reading is absolutely spellbinding. It's completely compelling. I think he's an actor or a theatre actor or something. So obviously, yeah, it's very effective. So I would definitely recommend tuning into that if you just want in a sense of connection and a kind of Christmas theme, and they're kind of going to draw out Dharma perspectives in a book club afterwards. So I'm really pleased that you're well, Panda. So we'll start in just a minute. We're going to do a mindfulness of the breathing body meditation. But I'll lead us through just arriving in our bodies before we do that. So it's 8 o'clock, so we'll make a start. So do make yourself as comfortable as possible, and so you're warm, and just set yourself up in your meditation posture, or you might want to lie down or in your comfortable chair, whatever's best for you. And I'm going to start just before leading us into the meditation with a poem. And it's a poem from a Sufi poet called Hafiz, 14th century Sufi poet. And the poem is called The Gift. So we have not come here to take prisoners, but to surrender ever more deeply to freedom and joy. We have not come into this exquisite world to hold ourselves hostage from love. Run, my dear, from anything that may not strengthen your precious budding wings. Run like hell, my dear, from anyone likely to put a sharp knife into the sacred, tender vision of your beautiful heart. We have a duty to befriend those aspects of obedience that stand outside our house and shout to our reason, oh please, come out and play. For we have not come here to take prisoners or to confine our wondrous spirits, but to experience ever and ever more deeply our divine courage, freedom, and light. So just closing the eyes or lowering the gaze. And just taking a few deeper breaths. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just notice the movement in the belly. And the feeling of the breath in the body. And then just allow your breath and breathing just to return to its natural rhythm. And then just taking some time just to come to your natural breath and just experiencing it as much as you possibly can. And then just checking in with your body and your posture. And just ensuring it's aligned with this upright position. So if we're sat in our meditation posture, we just want to make sure that our nose is kind of aligned with our belly and our navel. Our shoulders are above our hips. So for me that just means making sure I'm just not leaning forwards. But you can check if you're leaning forwards or back or more to one side or the other. And just making sure your ears are above your shoulders. Just imagining that invisible thread lifting from the crown of your head and imagining it reaching up to the limitless, spacious blue sky above. And then just begin to notice the parts of your body that are in direct contact with the ground, whether you're lying or sitting. And just spending a few minutes just experiencing the sensations of contact. Your body in relationship to the ground that's supporting you. And just remain aware of the breath. And just having a sense of the ground that you're in contact with is connected down into the earth. And just the collective practice that we're all sat here on the earth together. Being supported by the earth. And just see if you can give up your body to the gravity. And just letting go of anything you can right here and now. And can we just truly surrender and be supported by this deep earth? And then just noticing how the sensations of breathing feel in the body. So where do you notice your breath in the body? The breath in the front of the body and the back of the body and the sides. And just notice what it feels like to just be doing nothing. Just sat or lying down, stopping. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Just being aware of your breath and your breathing body. And then you can just take your attention down to your perineum and imagine breathing in through the points of contact with the ground. Almost as if you're taking a breath and an energetic life from the earth. And then we can use this in-breath to just really bring our full attention and tune in with how we are right now. And as we breathe out, just imagine relaxing any tension you're able to let go of. Any tension, any difficulty, just let that go with the out breath. This tension, difficulty, contraction, and just drain away into the earth beneath you. And just imaginatively, just connecting with the earth deeper and deeper, drawing up the energy with our in-breath, tuning into how we are, and just letting go of any difficulty or tension to the earth. And we can even take that breath up through the core of the body, front of the spinal column. Just imagine that energy moving into your belly, up to the heart center, and even to the crown of your head. So we can really feel grounded, sitting in with the earth beneath, and imagining that blue sky above. So then just notice what we're sitting with, any thoughts or feelings or emotions. And just tuning in without identifying or attaching to them. Just keeping our natural breath and our awareness of the sensations of the breathing body. And then just noticing any sounds. What sounds perhaps you can hear, any birds or traffic, or people that are in your house. And just allow them to just arise. Help us to stay present and not become lost in any thoughts. And then just turning our attention to the breath. Just the in-breath and the out-breath. As we begin the mindfulness of breathing. So we're just going to follow the natural rhythm of your breath. And just being aware when we're breathing out and when we're breathing in. But we're going to focus our attention on the out breath. So once we feel we've got to the end of the out breath, we're going to place a number 1 and then breathe in and breathe out and place a number 2 at the end of the out breath. And we're just going to do this up to 10 and then count back to 1 and just continue in sets of 10. So our attention and awareness is on the out breath rather than the counting. Counting's just there to just help us anchor to the breath if that's needed or helpful. If the counting's not helpful, just focus on the breath as it enters and leaves the body with an awareness of the out breath. And just really use that out breath just to really let go. Just letting go of any tension, any holding. We can just really be with and arrive in this moment. And can we just follow the out breath all the way to the end? Maybe notice even the pause between taking the next in-breath. Almost like surfing a wave on the sea. And in doing so, you can just notice the qualities of the breath. How long the breath feels, how deep in the body. Is it smooth or rough? And how does that wave of a breath feel to you? And just allowing any thoughts or distractions, just trying to put them to the back, into the background, and we can deal with those later. And just return to the breath. So we're just going to change our focus of awareness to the in-breath. And if we're counting, we're just going to change where we're counting. It's actually the same place, but with our focus of attention being at the beginning of the breath. So where we would place a number just before we take the in-breath. So we'd count 1, take an in-breath and breathe out, and count 2, again up to 10, and then back to 1. So we're almost kind of noticing the anticipation of the breath. Just noticing the pause before we begin the in-breath. And again, just riding the in-breath down into the body, down to the navel, and all the way back out. And we can really use this in-breath to really just breathe in and tune in. Take the breath down into the heart center to just notice how we're feeling right now. Just our emotions. Just so we're becoming aware of our whole experience. And we can use that in-breath to just breathe life into areas of the body that perhaps feel a little bit numb. Maybe breathing in where there's tension or contraction. And just see if we can use the breath to just release, let go, almost like massaging the body. And the breath is inherently kind. We can breathe life into our bodies, relax our bodies, help us let go. Use our breath as an anchor just to stop and be present. We have such busy minds, busy lives. The world can just feel quite full, quite overwhelming. We can just use our breath just to come back, just to stop. So now we're just sitting with the breath and the sensations of the breathing body. And we can drop any counting if we were counting. And we're just trying to keep a continuation of awareness of the breath and the breathing sensations in the body. So we can almost kind of pan back just to take in the whole of the breathing body. A 360-degree awareness of the breathing body. Almost imagine we're breathing in through every pore of the body. Breathing in the front of the body, and the back and the sides. Almost as if we're filling their whole body with the breath. Breathing life into every part of the body, down to the toes and the fingers. And just sweep and scan the body to find pleasurable sensations of the breathing body. Which might be a sense of openness or expanse in the chest. Maybe a relaxation in the belly. Just a real sense of connection with the earth. A contact with the ground, sense of warmth, comfort. Maybe tingling or energetic or vibrational sensations, starting in the fingers or the face. Maybe just a sense of relaxation, so we can move the shoulders further away from the ears and the shoulder blades down the back. And just really getting a sense of the breath and this kindly awareness, just enveloping your being, holding your being like a warm blanket. And the breath is just sustaining us moment to moment. So you can stay with the whole of the breathing body if that's helpful. Or for the final stage of the mindfulness of breathing, we bring our attention to where the breath enters the body at the nostrils or the top of the lip. Just a very small area of the body. Just to really bring a focused awareness, kind of one-pointed concentration at this point in the practice. So we're moving from that quite open awareness to a very narrow, focused awareness. Just notice the sensations of the breath. And what effect this has on the body. And just for the last few minutes of the practice, we're just going to sit, do nothing, just keep the posture and just absorb the experience and the meditation. And again, we can just notice what's coming in through the six senses. Having a real sense of everybody here practicing together this morning. That sense of Sangha, sense of connection and friendship. And just having a real awareness of what we're sitting with, thoughts arising, feelings and emotions, and just being really aware so we know what we're going to take out to our day. So we can just be really kind to ourselves if there's difficulty or tension. And maybe just being able to come back to the breath, to just sitting, to this awareness and sense of calm, concentrated body and mind. And just set an intention to give ourselves what we need today. And I'm just going to finish with the poem I started with. So just let it wash over you as you stay in your meditation posture or lying down. So it was from the Sufi poet Hafiz, The Gift. We have not come here to take prisoners, but to surrender ever more deeply to freedom and joy. We have not come into this exquisite world to hold ourselves hostage from love. Run, my dear, from anything that may not strengthen your precious budding wings. Run like hell, my dear, from anyone likely to put a sharp knife into the sacred, tender vision of your beautiful heart. We have a duty to befriend those aspects of obedience that stand outside our house and shout to our reason, oh please, come out and play. For we have not come here to take prisoners or to confine our wondrous spirits, but to experience ever and ever more deeply our divine courage, freedom and light. So do continue to sit on and practice if that's what's helpful to you. And good morning, Rose and Michelle and Paul, who I can see joined us just after we started. So thank you everyone for joining me. It's an absolute pleasure to practice with you this morning and every morning that I'm here. Does feel like a privilege to be with you. So I do hope you go well to whatever's happening in your day. So Shaki Patel will be back here in the morning for her Pyjama meditation, and we'll be on Zoom for Sangha night at York Buddhist Centre tomorrow evening, which you're more than welcome to join. So I'll be back after the new year. So I do hope you have a really good Christmas break if you celebrate Christmas or whatever's happening for you right now. And I'll be back after the new year where I will be doing Monday morning's meditation, which will be our body awareness meditation. So I will see you on Mondays instead of Tuesdays, just because I'm working Tuesdays, but I'm looking forward to leading the Monday meditation. So good morning to Shobi, who I can just see. So take care everyone, sending lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you again soon, or being with you again soon. Okay, take care. Bye.